From the celebrated Yellow Dog Studios in the heart of Wimberley, Texas, you're listening to the Bad Truth Podcast with your hosts, Michael and Adam.
My jacket's from the 70s. I'm hip and cool. Hey, I just want to say
that is a Stranger jacket. Stranger Things jacket.
Stranger Things jacket. I do want to start off by saying that I remembered somebody brought up this morning to me that
this is the way we're going to start season 3?
Yes, this is how season 3 started.
Just lamely going in with the story?
No. Back in the early 2000s, back before everybody had an iPod and stuff, the big thing was if you got a morning wake-up song on the space shuttle while I was up in space. And Lloyd and I did a name drop, a Jack Gladstone album, who is a Blackfeet Native American who does historical music. And one of the shuttle pilots wanted to hear Jack Gladstone. So on CNN, they did the wake-up call with a song that I engineered and mixed, and that was kind of fucking awesome.
That's far out, dude.
And I completely forgot about that. Hey.
What?
How's it going, Mike?
I'm going with the 70s, far out.
Thanks, dude.
We actually used to say that as a
Space Shuttle,
kid.
dude. That was the 80s and 90s. Come on.
You said 70s jacket.
Well, 70s jacket.
Far out.
Hey, it's season 3, Michael.
Hey, so I got a question for you.
What do you got?
You use cell phones, right?
I do. I have in the past and currently do.
I've noticed there's 2 kinds of cell phone users.
What's that?
There's the thumb users, and then there's the index finger pointing thing. Which are you?
Thumb.
Your thumb?
Yes, I'm a thumb user.
I think a lot of women are the index. They're like pointing at people. So they like always point, and then old people that don't know what they're doing. You see old people doing the point, and then you got the females doing the... No?
Hey, Michael.
Is this interesting?
Hey, Michael, how do you think drummers text and stuff on their phone? It's called a segue. What do we got here?
Oh, yeah, we have a guest.
We have a guest.
We have Nate Kuhn. Hello, Nate.
Hello.
Real name, by the way.
Real name.
Does a hat come with that name?
No.
So yeah, Nate plays drums. We all know him. I play with Nate.
Nate, who do you drum with and what do you drum on?
What do I drum on?
What do you drum on?
Like, what type of drums?
No, what records? Give
What?
the people your spiel.
There's so many. I mean, check the Billboard Top 100. I'm probably on, like, at least none of them. So,
Bam.
yeah. No,
Yeah.
I play drums for Aaron Watson. And then I play
Never
on-
heard of him.
Yeah. I mean, he's cowboy, so I'm sure you guys...
All right. Well, cool. Well, this episode here is about endorsements.
Yes.
We've all gotten endorsements before.
Yes.
Have you ever lost an endorsement, or you just give up, just stop calling them?
I think you just give up when you
Because I
realize
stopped
you're
doing
like,
that.
Man,
All right, let me get my notes out.
this is going to be product endorsements, correct? Are we talking beer endorsements? Are we talking all of it?
Dude, some bands have beer and alcohol endorsements. I don't think that's very smart.
A friend of mine years ago got a Jack Daniel's sponsorship, which was a case of 6 giant bottles a month, and that was it. It's like, you get banners or anything with that? No, we just get whiskey. It's like, that's not smart.
Pat had that Justin Boots endorsement, and they had the that trailer truck thing, whatever, and it was like shrink wrapped with this face. It looked like a prom photo.
Yes.
I want a
was
bank
awkward.
endorsement.
Huh?
Wouldn't it be great to get a bank endorsement?
Like what, you get like percentage
just-
points for
Yeah.
your CDs?
I'd take that.
Yeah, like no checking fees or whatever. Maybe higher interest rates.
Do you remember your first endorsement?
Yes.
What was that?
It was this Throne that I play, the Porter and Davies type
Oh yeah.
thingy. I got that years and years and years ago. I was very excited, kind of bragged to all my friends about it. Like, check out
Do you
my
remember
Throne.
how it happened? Because that's what the thing is. People always, they come up and they go, "Hey, dude, so you got a lot of stuff. How'd you get that? How you endorse with that? How do you go about doing this? How come I don't have anything?" And I'm always like, "Well, for one, you're the opening band. You might want to try to do something first." I mean, it's not
Damn
like
it.
7 drums where they're like giving things away to people. Oh, man.
Yes, I got that endorsement. So I was in a band that was rehearsing a lot at Soundcheck here in Austin, and we were in the A room rehearsing, and the rep was in town showing off the product to all the Soundcheck engineers and just showing it off. So I was on a break. I walked in the room, was like, "Hey, what are you guys talking about? What is this?" Sat on it, played it, met the guy, and kind of just exchanged numbers, and that's how it happened. He didn't know who I was, didn't know who I played for, just knew that I was in the big room rehearsing with some band. And yeah.
It was mainly timing and just striking up a conversation.
Yeah, just being nice to the guy and loving the product and, recommending it to my friends, and there we go.
And after you started receiving the stuff, did you have to pay for any of this, or was it all free?
No, I got a discount.
Okay.
But they love me because they track all the guys in Texas back to, like, all the guys that play them now, they somehow track back through me because I was the first one, and they're like, oh, well, Nate's great because he got all of these guys to play them. And I'm like, I just kind of introduced a couple of my friends to him, and then it just kind of spread like wildfire from there. But yeah, it was 100% just meeting the guy and being nice.
You hear that, everyone? Being nice.
Being nice.
Adam, do you remember your first endorsement?
I do. It was D'Addario. D'Addario Strings was my first endorsement because I was playing a Gibson party that D'Addario was at, and so I just literally started talking to the rep after the show, and then I explained that I produced records and, engineered and stuff, and he was like, hey, we want to get more producers involved. You can turn us on to bands. And so gave me a string deal, which was a big percentage off mixed with, like, free shipping anywhere, mixed with just some free stuff, or, like, just when new things come out, they would send a bunch of stuff to the studio and everything.
Okay, so that's interesting. So, Nate, yours was face-to-face, your first one, just by talking. Adam, yours too.
Yep.
And so was mine.
What was yours?
I was playing with Chris Cagle. Hey! Ding! And, man, we're going to have a lot of bells on this one.
Yeah, we are.
And we were in San Jose playing some bar. I think John Carroll was in the band then. And there was this dude, JC. So there was this guy, he was like the PA dude. He was like setting up a PA, one-man operation, setting the thing up. And I was going through my Jocko phase.
Yeah, you are.
At the time.
You went through a Jocko phase?
Yeah, I know. It's weird. It's weird.
Really?
So I was doing that. I was just doing that stuff after our sound check, and then we were done. And the guy comes up to me and goes, "Hey, dude, I heard that Jocko stuff you were playing. It's pretty cool. You play a lot of that stuff." Said, no, not really. I just learned it from my phone answer machine message, which I did. Back when they had answer machines, people would ring up and it would be me playing that bass line. So we started talking. He goes, "Hey, I have some friends at D. Markley. Do you have a string endorsement?" I said, "Actually, I don't." And he goes, "Well, come over here and meet this guy." And the guy was Mike Connolly, who had worked for Eden, and then also with D. Markley, back and forth, whatever.
Nice.
So I went and talked to that guy, and then we did the show. They stuck around, and then after the show, I hung back and talked to those guys the whole time. And they were saying, "Hey, we get you this string endorsement. You can't, bastardize, just whore them out. If you ask for like a small amount and kind of, use them." I was like, "Yeah, I get it. That was it. So that's how I got my first Dean Markley string endorsement by, also face-to-face
talking.
Who would have known that the dude setting up the PA was this studio touring bass player for a bunch of different like R&B artists who happened to know Mike Connolly, who happened to be in San Jose hanging out at that time that Chris Cagle was playing in a venue. And that's how I got my first one.
You never know.
Boom.
Side note, I think the most amazing part of that is Mike talked to the guy setting up the PA. That's kind of interesting.
I always talk to those guys. Those are the guys that are like, "We're doing it this way." And I was like, "Why don't you do it this way?" "Hey, man, I've been doing this for 20 years.
You're the only guy I know that would look at a guy like uncoiling cable and plugging stuff in. You go, "Why are you doing it that way?"
No, I don't ask why. I tell them how the band needs it to be done so we can get through this. And then the guy tells you he's been doing it for 20 years. And then I'm like, "Yeah, you've been doing it wrong for 20 years.
And then your monitor mix sucks the entire night.
Yeah.
I mean, does it really matter?
No.
In the grand scheme. And we're not playing Madison Square Garden. No one cares. Just get through the gig. All right. So that's how we both got all our first endorsements, was by face-to-face, networking, and by chance.
By chance.
All this was by chance. All three of this.
By chance. Yep.
So I don't know if that happens a lot, but that's a good way to get endorsements. But mine was free. Back then, endorsements were free. So with Nate, with yours, you still had to pay.
Yeah.
Adam, you had an Ampeg gig, right?
I briefly had an Ampeg. That was when I was out with Reckless Kelly playing bass, and Ampeg came to one of our shows and ding in Chicago.
If y'all do the
Chicago,
dings, then we're not putting them in.
that's even best part.
If you say the ding,
Are we
or
doing
we
the
put
dings?
the ding in.
Ding. It's a new season. Anyway, they came out and I started talking to one rep, and he was like, "Hey, we would love to have you on board the Ampeg. You know, same thing. You do studio stuff too. Oh, great. We would love to do this." They were coming out with a new plug-in at the time and all this sort of stuff. And then he emails me the next Monday, or I emailed him. We go back and forth. He wants to send a contract over and all this sort of stuff.
Contract?
And then, yeah, for the whole...
What's that?
I've never signed an endorsement contract.
Dude, I still sign. I update my Diodario one every year.
That's BS.
So do you guys really have endorsements?
Oh, yeah.
Interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I do now, but not those first few.
What else you got, Nate?
But
Oh, man.
You got a seat that rattles when you play it. Cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you ever use that when you're not playing drums?
Yeah.
Can you hook it up to like the Netflix or something?
like the gamers do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I wish. No.
No?
I don't have one for the home. No, I've got
You
drums.
never have sex on that thing?
Not yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
By yourself on that thing?
A lot of heavy.
All right, what
lifting.
else you got? What else you got?
Oh man, I got sticks. I got drums. I got cymbals. I've got.
What was next in the line of
What
endorsements?
was next? I think cymbals were next. Same thing. So
Face to face by chance.
Well, no, I was invited to hang out at a bar with our artist rep by these other artists, and
That just doesn't sound. Oh, people don't know how that works. Like you got
No, like,
invited.
literally,
Where
like,
were
hey-
you? What happened?
like, hey, what are you doing? Oh, nothing. Well, hey, why don't you come down to I think it was Luster Pearl, and let's just hang out with the rep. And so we hung out. The guy didn't even drink. We just all we did was talk about like Thai food. Maybe I think all we talked about was Thai food. Went down to the show the next day and played some of the cymbals, and then a week later got an email saying, "Hey man, you want to do this?" And I'm like, "What are you kidding me?" Like he didn't ask for a resume, didn't ask for anything. Just saw the company that I kept and was like, "Let's do this." And that was
The
it.
company you keep.
Yeah, hung out with drummers.
Usually the first one's the hardest one to get, and then once you get that one, the other one's just kind of. But like you said, those are like circumstances, face to face stuff. But have you ever called a company cold? Like found the number. I'm just going to call, ask for who the guy is, who's the artist rep of this company, and see if I can get something.
The closest I ever got to that was the head deal that I just got, and I actually had
Drumhead.
Drumhead.
Okay.
Yeah, and is that funny?
Michael.
No,
Michael.
No, I had.
This is a hold your hand podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Right.
so anyway, my drum guy, the guy that makes my drums, I had him send an introductory email to the head company and say, "Hey, this is our artist Nate. Blah blah blah. He already plays your heads. Blah 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 blah." But that felt kind of cold cally.
So you went third party.
Third party. That didn't go to the right email address. It bounced back. Then I sent it to another people. Then they were like, "Oh hey, send it to this person." Finally, 6 months later, got it to the right person. He writes me back literally like an hour later, like, "Yeah, cool, let's do this." And I was like, "Wow,
So you went through email.
oh yeah,
A cold email.
What's the head company? What heads?
Remo."
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Never heard of them.
they make drum heads.
So what you're saying is one endorsement leads to another, leads to another, leads to another. That's usually how it works.
Yeah,
Because that's how it worked for me.
I read, in like magazine articles that all the A&R reps like kind of hang out together and they all know each other. So if you're just blasting a bunch of companies like, give me free stuff, they're going to be like, hey, have you heard of this guy? Stay away from this guy, blah, blah, blah. So,
Yeah, I know who that guy is.
Oh, yeah?
What?
So here's a question. So with these companies, do you have to do anything for these companies now that you are an artist for them?
Well, everyone's different. I mean, I think the only company that has actually spelled out what they expect from me was the drum company I'm with, and they just kind of were like, "Hey, we just need you to be active to semi-active on social media." And I asked him, I straight up told him, I was like, "Dude, I don't like post drum set pictures every day." I mean, I guess I do now, but like back in the day, I didn't. And he was like, "Dude, don't do it. Like, we don't want it to be fake. Just acknowledge that you're playing, like wherever you're playing, once or twice a month." And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool."
Yeah.
He just wanted it to be, He just wanted some effort on my part.
Yeah.
Here's a cool show I'm playing. Oh, by the way, here's my drums
Yeah, exactly.
at the place that I'm playing.
Dude, I took a picture of a watch that I was wearing the other day with the drums in the background. I was like, everybody check out my watch.
Oh,
That was great.
that's what girls do
Yeah.
with the big cleavage showing, and they go, "Oh, I just got my hair done." Like all you see is the what? Check out my new necklace.
Yeah, I don't have
So that's what you did. You did
I don't
that.
have boobs, so I have drums.
You
so I
did
do
the
that with
drum
drums.
equivalent of that.
Was that almost a spit take?
Yeah, he almost got me on that one.
Yes.
I don't have boobs. I have drums.
got-
That's a season 3 T-shirt right there.
I got okay. You know those pictures. All right. Well, that's what happened to me with the first getting the first endorsement that led to all the other ones. From there, I met David Leanhart from the D. Markley rep, and from there he introduced me to Dunlop,
Ah, nice.
Jimmy Dunlop. And when we were playing, is it Mountain View? What's that big outdoor thing in California?
Stagecoach.
No, I think it's Mountain View. It's an amphitheater. Anyway, so we were playing there, and Leanhart's like, "Hey, I'll bring some swag out for you guys." I said, "Hey, you know what? I don't need any, but bring some out for the crew." So he brought a bunch of D. Markley shirts, and then he brought, "Hey, is it cool if Dunlop comes with me to the show?" I was like, "Yeah." So I met him, and then we walk out to his car, and then he gives me a bunch of pedals. "Hey, try these pedals out. Hey, if you like these, go online and look at the other ones and tell me. I just want you to let me know if you like them or not," because they were trying out different bass pedals. So yeah, I get home, I call up, I get the lady, his secretary, go, "Hey, I'm so and so. He said check out," and she goes, "Hold on one second," and she goes, "Yeah, just tell me what you want and give me your address," and that's how I got some Dunlop pedals and stuff like that. It was
Nice.
crazy.
So how long ago was this?
This was in like 2001, 2002.
And you were with
I was with Cagle,
Kegel.
Chris Cagle, during all this time. We, what's the thing in Nashville they also have in Anaheim?
NAM.
NAM.
Oh, yeah.
So we were playing a show for NAM, and a friend that used to work for one of the music reps, what's the 3 big books, the catalogs, he would come in. His name is Tommy Wilson. He got a job with Ampeg, and we were playing a show, an Ampeg show, and Steve Bailey was there.
Nice.
Another Ampeg dude. And I was up there with my Eden rig at the time, right? And he's like, "Hey, dude, what can we get you to do to play through Ampeg and stuff like?" And I was like, "Man, I'm pretty happy with the Eden stuff right now," because I had just gotten it. It's kind of like you got your first girlfriend and you don't want to just like, "Oh, I found someone better than you, so I'm out." So I was trying to be a little bit loyal. He said, "Well, if you change your mind, just always give me a call or whatever." So that led. Oh, so let me back up. So after that show, Danica Levy was there, who's the daughter of Levy's Leathers.
Oh.
They're from Canada, and they were in town for the Nashville NAMM. And I was talking to her, and she noticed that I already had a Levy's and a gig bag also. She's like, "Hey, I noticed you had that stuff. I'm going to go meet my father at at the hotel down this road. You want to come over there and meet me and meet my dad?" I was like, "Yeah." So I was hanging out with her, met the dad, and that's how I got my Levy's Leathers endorsement. That's where I got all my straps and gig bags from.
Nice.
From them. All right, now, fast forward. Y'all going to love this. We're playing the Houston Rodeo.
Are you still talking about bass?
Yes. We're playing the Houston Rodeo.
Where's the restroom?
We're playing the Houston Rodeo, and my bass rig's not working. It's dead, totally dead. Can't fix it. So I call Eden. I was like, "Hey, this is the season 3 name drop, so this is it."
Yeah.
So I said, "Hey, my rig went down. Can we get another rig? I'm playing the Houston Rodeo. There's going to be 60, 70,000 people here. What can you do?" And the guy goes, "You're going to have to like rent one or something. Sorry, we can't help you." They left me high and dry at the Houston
So
Rodeo.
then you called Ampeg.
So in the back of the bus, I called Tommy. I said, "Tommy, let's do it." They fucked me. Let's go to Ampeg right now. And sure enough, next time you're in St. Louis, we'll come out. And then him and Doc, which was the actual rep, Tommy was above him. They both came. They brought me an Ampeg rig
Nice.
for free.
So this was, who'd you do the rodeo with?
Pat, I was with Pat Green.
I'm always curious, like, what level of artists people play with when they get their endorsements and what all they're given. Because I always thought that, you read the magazines growing up, and you're like, oh, this guy plays in front of like kabillions of people, and he's all over TV, and he's getting all kinds of free stuff, and it's like, no, there are different levels of things. So it's interesting to know that you got a lot of stuff playing with Cagle, who wasn't, the huge superstar.
I got the Ampeg deal when I was with Pat, but the ones before, the Levy's Leather, the Dean Markley Strings, and the Eden, and Dunlop, that was all with Cagle. And then when I left, the strings came with me, because a lot of bands, the string endorsement is usually through the artist, and then the bands just get stuff.
Right.
But with me, I had the string deal my whole career. That was just me. That went with me to different bands, which was cool.
I know with Giudario, because that's part of the thing, was that I would always, any band I'm working with in the studio that doesn't have a string endorsement, it'd be like, okay, here's my rep, blah, blah, blah. And the first thing, it was never about how big the band was. They always wanted to know how many shows a year they averaged, because they wanted to deal with bands that are actually on the road going. They don't care if there's any radio hits. They care about how often they're out there, if they're doing over 150 or 200 dates a year, one of those like
That's
hardcore touring bands. Yeah. They just want their product out there. So.
Ampeg was very nice to me. I mean, they've given me a lot of stuff, some really nice stuff that I used. And I will say this, no bass player in the Texas country scene was playing Ampeg until after me. There, I've said it.
Yeah.
You're welcome, Texas.
You and Pollard, you're the first for everything.
I'm serious, dude. Nobody. They were all playing designer shit back then. The thing about Ampeg is, it's wherever you go, there's an Ampeg. Like you go to Europe, there's an Ampeg. Yeah. It's everywhere you go. When you want to backline something, it's the easiest thing to get. It's always there. Everybody knows what you're getting.
Yep.
When I was in France, boom, Ampeg. London, same.
Same thing with my cymbals. Peisty.
Yeah, everywhere.
Switzerland.
It's Peisty? That's how you say it?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I always wanted
I never knew that.
the Nico McBrain symbol. No one will get it for me.
I know a guy.
Free. I can hang it up on my wall.
No, man.
I want it for my doorbell. Just hang it outside.
I love it. They call it the reflector, I think, because it's so high gloss polished. It's like a mirror. Probably sounds terrible. No offense, Iron Maiden.
All right, so right now we've all gotten endorsements from meeting people by chance, and then the other one, you actually sent an email in after you had one. But have you ever called a company on the phone? You ever try to call someone cold?
No,
Never.
never have I ever.
Adam, you?
No. Who did you call?
I called Orange.
Ghostbusters.
No, I did not.
That's all we can say.
Who wrote that song?
Well, it depends on where you want to go, but I'll go with the Huey Lewis.
What?
That was the whole Ghostbusters theme. Was the
Ray Parker Jr.
No, they got sued because it's "I Want a New Drug," and Huey Lewis won.
There's this Netflix.
How you like that info?
I am.
Well, I just watched this Netflix called Sidemen or something where it was all like Ray Parker Jr. blah blah blah. But that's
no. He
they
got
didn't mention
sued.
that.
Yeah, Huey Lewis sued him and won because
Who sang the chorus?
I Want a New Drug.
Who sang the chorus to "Somebody's Watching Me"?
Who?
MJ. Michael Jackson.
Who played?
I always
That makes
feel
sense.
like somebody's watching me.
Who
pee.
played? Who played guitar and bass on "Beat It" by Michael Jackson? Guitar and bass.
Did
I don't
Eddie
know.
play bass? Didn't Eddie play
No, he
guitar?
just did the solo. He didn't play any other stuff.
Who?
It was what's his name from Toto, the guitar player with the awesome hair.
Yes.
He played bass on that too. I didn't know he played bass.
That's badass.
Well, he was a guitar player that owned the bass.
He's a bass owner.
Yeah,
I know a lot of
exactly.
bass owners.
I know a lot of bass owners.
Yeah, so I called Orange.
You cold called Orange.
I
and what'd
cold
they say?
called Orange and said, "Hey, this is the band I'm playing with. This is what I do. What I need to have something else that's light because the crew guys are all butthurt because my one cabinet weighs too much and then the trailer can't hold all the weight. So instead of all the 15,000 guitars and pedal boards and all these guitar amps, it's my one bass rig that's causing the problems on the trailer with the weight. So I have to get something smaller that's still loud." That's what I told the guy. And he goes, so what are you playing? What are you doing? I never heard that band before. I said, here's the thing. We play all year round. I said, I'm not like some big time bass player dude that does a 3-month world tour. You don't even see the amp on stage. You don't know what he's playing, and then he's done for the year. Like, people see me play all the time, all year round. And that was the thing that gets you that's what gets you endorsements, because They want their product to be seen on stage and seen by lots of people all the time, which is a lot better than a guy whose rig is nowhere to be found on stage and does he might be in all the magazines and interviews, but he doesn't play all that much. Guys like us play way more and seen by more people over the course of a year. And that's what gets you the endorsement. But when I got the Orange deal, the years of the free were gone by then. So I had like the super pimp deal.
Yeah.
When did those years end? Like just
probably when all the companies started becoming one. Because I laughed about Ampeg.
2010 maybe.
Because that would have been around the time that Loud came along, which was Mackie buying Ampeg and Yamaha, and who else is in the Loud technologies? But it's like that's when everything started to be a little less giveaway, more we'll give you a percentage off, and it's great. I mean, don't get me wrong, the percentage off is fantastic, but it's not as much of the here's all your free stuff.
Yeah,
I did get a Spectre bass.
Nice,
like the James Bond Spectre.
No, the Queensryche Jet City Woman.
I don't know what you're talking about right now.
It's that bass. The crew loved it. Front of house loved it. Band guys hated it because every note just says "fuck you" to whatever they're playing. Like you can't stop the notes from coming out. It's there, and they don't like being able to hear everything.
It's like that Iron Maiden ride. You just hear it.
Yeah. Sorry, this is happening now. I don't know. They said it didn't look like a Pat Green bass. I said, I am Pat Green bass. Whatever I play is Pat Green bass. That's what I define it.
Can I get a T-shirt that says that? I am Pat Green bass.
I am Pat Green bass.
Yeah, sorry, Slagle. Oof. All right. I like him.
Me too.
All right, so what else? Cole, okay. How about getting rid of an endorsement? When is it a good time to say goodbye?
When the company goes out of business?
Ooh.
Yeah, or the artist rep that you normally work with gets fired or leaves.
Yeah.
What do you do then? Or what if something changed? Like for me, the crew was all butthurt and they wanted something lighter. So I went to...
I can't believe you did that. That's such a hassle.
I mean, it was a hassle. But then again, everyone that I knew from Ampeg was gone. Like Adam was saying, they're all gone now.
Right.
That's
it wasn't American.
I went through 3 in a month, and that was the same exact time. That was the Loud Technologies buyout, and so literally everybody they kept giving a new you're the new rep, and then
they went to Asia.
No, I'm out.
They weren't in. Everything I have is U.S. made. Everything I have, all the tube amps, everything, it's all U.S. And then they started going over to Asia, different countries over there. It just wasn't the same anymore.
I haven't gotten rid of any endorsements yet. I'm still too new to the game.
You're Brett Danaher in it, just keeping them all.
I don't even know what that means.
I like Brett too. Sometimes people get an endorsement because it's an endorsement. Hey, look, I got this. I got this free awesome pedal. I was like, no, dude, that pedal sounds like dog shit.
Yes, man.
Play your guitar straight through the amp.
Yeah.
We do with those guys, the guys who just grab endorsements just to get endorsements.
Turn them down in your mix.
Like 7 drums.
Wow.
It's like, you know why everyone has 7 drums? Because no one wants to buy them. They have to give them away. It's real quiet in
We're
here.
all we're all laughing off the mic.
I would give them away too. What would you take in a blind drum test? CB 700 for 7 drums.
For what application?
For anything.
For propping stuff up in your to hold laundry after you take it out of the dryer, or to play
shoe in the dryer drum kit.
Dude, I mean,
I know you can't talk about it. You're neutral.
I mean, I'm not that neutral. My thing is okay, if you need a brand new hi-fi sounding modern drum set, then go buy them. They're all out there. But if you want a workable drum set that sounds amazing in 85% of the situations you might be in and looks cool, go to Craigslist and buy an old Slingerland, buy an old Ludwig. I mean, those things are amazing.
But what if you want to try to get an endorsement for one of these? What would you if you're a drummer, you're in a band, you just got in a band that tours around, and you want to see if you can get some endorsements and stuff. What would you do right now to get a drum kit?
What would I do?
Yeah.
if I didn't have a drum endorsement right now and I wanted one, being in my situation where I'm at, playing a whole lot in front of a lot of different people, blah, 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 I'd put an EPK together or whatever. Like,
Explain that for people who don't know.
Electronic press kit. I don't know. For me, it would be kind of like a short bio, and then I'd put a bunch of hyperlinks in the, is it called hyperlink? The links in an email.
Embedded,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, embedded links to like, hey, here's who I play for, and put a link to their site and say like, hey, we tour. For me personally, I'd be like, we tour year round. We're always on the road. We don't do, like you said, 3 months.
Would you put a link to the tour dates instead? Or the artist
No,
page?
I put a link to the artist page because usually the tour dates are near the front of that page.
All right, so you want to at least show tour dates, though.
Tour dates, absolutely. It's,
Not that you're playing in Lubbock and Midland, Odessa. You want to know that you're playing like MSG or Mountain View, stuff like that.
MSG at Madison Square Garden.
Yeah,
I get it. It's nice. Yeah, I mean, I'd do that, and then I'd put links to all my social media. I'd put links to all, like, if I have YouTube clips. It seems like everybody has YouTube clips nowadays. I'd be like, hey, this is what I'm doing. I'm not, the biggest. I wouldn't be the biggest name on your roster, but I'm really busy, and here's why I like your product, and this is why I want to join the family. And that's kind of, a lot of people have asked me about endorsements. Everybody I talk to, they're like, hey man, how do you get endorsements? Blah blah blah. I'm like, well, first off, start with what do you like? Like, if you want to talk drums, what do you like? And a lot of these guys are like, I kind of like this company. I'm like, dude, what do you like? Like,
a lot of people sell out and they
narrow
just
it
get what
down.
they get the first thing.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
I get supporting your buddy's company or like, kind of settling, but anymore with endorsements, if you get an endorsement, most people aren't getting free gear on any of the level that I'm at or below.
The days of free are over now.
So you're going to have to pay for something. So if you're really going to get an endorsement for a piece of gear that isn't free, it's like you're going to have to pay for it anyway. So why not just play what you want to play? How much more money are you going to have to pay to just play what you want?
Okay, so the person you're playing with, a link to that, link to your personal social media, maybe you think that would help,
Dude. I think I've done 3 or 4 actual contract applications, and all of them want links to your social media, and they want to know how many followers you have: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter,
even the
YouTube.
bots,
Huh?
even the bots that follow you.
No, dude, I don't have bots that follow me.
Really?
Yeah. No,
Okay.
I totally do. No, they want numbers. They not only want links, but they want numbers. Like, a part of your application, and I'd never do anything on Twitter, so I don't know how many followers I have, like 100.
You have a YouTube channel now,
Yeah,
don't you?
I do. But
How's that working out?
It's growing very, very...
Your video skills are really coming along here
very
now.
slowly. Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, all these people want to know how many followers you have. And like, I think I've gotten off Facebook twice now, and then I get off, delete all my friends, whatever, and then I get back on, re-add friends, and they're like, how many friends do you have on Facebook? I'm like, wish I would have stayed on, So,
But that doesn't hurt you, though,
what?
having a small number of likes or friends or followers.
I mean, if
You'd be amazed.
if it doesn't hurt you, then why would they want to know how many friends you have?
Well, what if you're in the band that you're in right now? Shouldn't that hold its own weight?
I don't think anymore. I think social media nowadays, as opposed to maybe 5 years ago, especially 10 years ago, is really, really, really important.
See, to me, that's painful to me that you got to constantly be self-promoting yourself.
It is painful, but that's kind of the reality nowadays.
Let me talk about myself today.
Well, you don't always have to do that. Sometimes you can do pictures of your watch and have your face in the
Drum kit back
background.
Are we bringing that up again?
Yeah.
Yeah, check out my new necklace.
I was really proud of that picture, by the way.
I'm sure you were.
I think I liked it on Instagram.
Thank you for liking me.
No problem.
All right, so that's good though. So, all right, how much information is too much information on this email? And you always think email is the best way to go? You would never call first and say, hey,
I would never call.
you would never talk to someone?
No, I would never
Do
cold
people
call.
call anymore?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
do.
I've called.
That's
I've
how
called-
that's how I've gotten all mine by call. I've never emailed anybody.
I've never had any
What
luck.
year
I
was
call.
I don't know. I guess last time I got that thing.
It's we're about to hit 2018.
Well,
Nobody likes to call anymore.
Every time I call, they're like, "Who is this?"
I think
And
we
I'm
should
like,
do 2017 and then 2017.1. Like
Point
do
one.
it over again. This year needs a do-over.
Let's not go there yet.
All right.
I've enjoyed this year.
You have?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're in the big gig. You're emailing people for
Yeah.
free shit.
I'm emailing people. I'm having a great year.
Hey, guy, he's emailing people. He's, he's had other people emailing for you now. Hey, I know you're giving me some symbols and stuff, but hey, can you email this dude for some? All right, I have a story here.
Oh, man.
So, remember you were talking about sound check? I'm going to talk about the way people are in this town, Austin, Texas. So, I'm at sound check, rehearsing for somebody, and
ding. Did you ding for sound check or somebody?
For somebody.
Okay.
For somebody.
We're not doing any bell edits. That's going to save us like 20 minutes on this podcast.
All
right. So I'm in there rehearsing, and I don't want to bring my rig. I'm old now. I don't want to carry anything.
So you've become an Austin musician. Okay,
yeah,
got it.
Exactly. These people, I meant me.
Yeah.
So I'm in there, and I go, hey, I call up sound check. I say, hey, is there a bass rig I can use for rehearsal tomorrow? Whatever. And they go, yeah, we have one, but if you use it, we ask that you write an email to us giving us a review, because these people give us this the gear here and we rent it out, but they're also, they try to get information on what people think about the gear when they use it, but we having trouble getting reviews of this gear. So on this condition, we'll let you borrow for free for your rehearsal if you write us an email. And I was like, done, I will do it. So I show up, they got the rig there. I get the email. I send the email out. I give a real review. I didn't like half-ass it. I gave a really good review. Turns out I was the only one that did it.
Wow.
Guitar players, other bass players, no one emailed anybody. They just got the stuff for free and left, and they just Austin flaked it out. Didn't do it. I was the only one. A week later, the guy emails me back. He said, hey, thank you for your review. Here's all the rest of our products. This is what the products cost. Here's would be like your cost. Let us know if you like anything, and maybe we can talk. He emails again like 2 months later because I didn't email back. Now I Austin did. I Austin the guy. Yeah. He emailed me back and said, hey, we would like to work with you. Here's the prices. Let us know if you'd like to work with you. Give us a call whenever through the email. It's not that hard.
No. What was the company?
It was a David Eden company. It's his new one.
Yeah.
I think it's called DNA.
Nice.
DNA. They're super light. They're really loud, but super light. So you guys like me that don't want to carry anything, or it's great for like in town.
In town.
Yeah.
In town.
The in-town rig where you carry everything in two hands. It's like I don't have four hands. Why am I have all this stuff? I only want what God gave me is two hands. That's all I'm carrying. If it doesn't fit in the two hands, if God wanted us to have four hands to carry all this bullshit for this gig, we would have four hands.
You would make either the best or the worst drummer.
Yeah, well. So that's why I only want stuff that could fit in two hands. Your
Smart.
Honor. All right.
Your Honor.
So that's my little Austin soundcheck story there. So for anyone who does go over there and try to do that, write a review. You never know what could happen. You could get a deal and get endorsed by a company, just like that. Just put in a little bit of effort.
I know a guy who got a Fender endorsement by rehearsing there a bunch, because they used to have their Fender offices in there, or maybe they still do. But
I think they might still do, because they had Fender, they had Orange, they had Peavey was in there. I forget what drum.
Black Widow.
Yeah.
All right, guess what?
What?
It's rapid fire time.
Rapid fire.
Rapid fire.
I don't know if you listened to the podcast, but this is where we do rapid fire. Some of them is slow fire.
He's going to listen to this one.
All right,
Oh,
rapid
man.
fire. Here we go.
oh no.
I don't even know what I wrote.
Yes.
Oh, favorite. What's your favorite music genre?
Oh God, I don't know. Music with lyrics. I know that's not a genre, but whatever. I'm not that picky.
Why do we do the rapid fire anymore?
Yeah. I don't know.
That's rapid fire.
I don't
Just
even, dude.
Throw a genre out. It's I gave you. It could be any
Okay,
more
rock.
open.
There you go.
Rock.
Sure.
Okay.
What am I supposed to say? Alt country?
No, you're not supposed to say that. Last band you listened to?
Last, like in my car?
The very last thing you listened to?
Selena.
Okay.
Nice.
Selena?
Salinas?
We do
Salinas.
anything for her. Okay.
Bitty bitty bum bum.
Yeah.
All right, listen to this. Listen clearly to this one. Last concert you went to that you really wanted to see.
Ooh.
That you really want. I want me to read it again. Last concert you went to, pause, that you really wanted to see.
Could be last concert he bought tickets for.
You want to do the rapid fire, Adam?
Oh my God. I have no, man, this is hard. Okay. Well, this is like 10 years ago, but I saw Brandy Carlisle in
You really wanted to see that?
Deep Ellum. Yeah.
Okay. I might add for our listeners that Nate's wife is here listening to this.
I don't think she likes Brandy Carlisle.
Y'all might be listening to that on the way home. Okay. Favorite podcast? Be careful here. Adam's getting ready to hit the pause button.
Let's do this. Delete.
Bad Truth, obviously.
Yes.
It's correct.
It's unanimous. That was the correct answer. Okay. This is my favorite question of mine. Number of pickup gigs that you've played that you knew the music better than the band.
All of them.
I agree. That is the correct answer.
That is the correct answer. Yes.
Why does that happen?
Because
It's
show-
my favorite thing of like,
You're
hey,
showing
by
the
way,
guys
we
how to
do
play
it
the
different
song.
now.
oh God.
We're like, hey, this is what's on the
No,
record,
that means
guys.
we do it we do it wrong now.
Yeah.
Hey guys, we do the song wrong now. Just want to let you know.
Don't you love it when people do covers differently than the original way? They're like, well, this is the way we do it. I'm like, well, George Strait had it wrong. You're right.
Remember when I said
That's not
this
a hit.
was my favorite question so far? This one actually is.
I think I know which one this is.
Oh, you do? The longest amount of time it took for an artist to pay you for a gig or session.
Still owed money from a series of South by Southwest shows I did 4 years ago.
Really? 4 years?
4 years.
Why'd you let it go that long? Why don't you have your cymbal company write them an email?
I don't think the cymbal company is a mob, dude.
Peisty. I got an email from Peisty. They want Nate's money.
Nate's money now.
I just let it go, man.
Okay, a state you haven't been to that you want to play in. I know I ended that sentence in a preposition.
I don't know. Hawaii,
You haven't played Hawaii, but you want to play in Hawaii?
I guess.
Versus what other state?
Versus what? What do you mean?
Another what? There's
What-
that's
what's
the
it?
only state. That's the one you want to go to the most out of all the states. You play Alaska, haven't you?
Yeah,
Okay.
we did Alaska this year. I'd love to do Alaska again, but I mean,
You've
I've
already
never
done it.
been to Hawaii. I heard Jurassic Park was filmed over there. They've got volcanoes.
Okay, Hawaii. All right. Least fun venue or city to play in, and let me remind you, Midland, Odessa counts as one.
Oh my God, we just did a private party in Odessa.
Slow Deatha.
Oh my God, like two weeks ago, it was terrible.
So that, okay.
I
So
was afraid to go to the bathroom.
Midland, Odessa.
Probably, it's just depressing. I mean, Midland has some nice-ish parts.
Once again, people say time travel doesn't exist, but if you go over there, you're in the past.
Yeah.
Time travel. Okay.
It's true.
This one here is a no-brainer. I don't even know why I asked it. It's so easy. T-Bay or Adam?
Yes.
I don't know about that one.
I don't
Sounded like
believe
he
him.
said T-Bay to me.
Interesting.
Okay. I don't even know why I put this on here, but you know why I put this on here. Would Aaron Watson ever guest on this podcast?
Possibly.
I have a follow-up for this.
Okay.
Would you want him to?
Sure.
Interesting. That's not what I expected. I will accept that as an answer.
Dude, he would do this podcast in a David Bowie voice for like an hour long, just doing his David Bowie impression.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was
cool with
terrible. That was
That was bad.
really.
Really? You know what I mean?
Was that?
All right.
He went to Rome. A couple
Here we
weeks ago.
go. So that was my fake
Suddenly
English.
he's a linguist.
My
Linguist.
fake. Are you saying I have Pat Green powers now?
What?
He's accent man. That's his superpower.
Really?
Yeah. Okay. Should I join a band again? Think about this. I'm loving my musical sabbatical right now, I gotta say. But seriously, though, I am a musician, so.
What kind of band? Like just one that like pays
One
the
that doesn't
bills?
take 4 years to get paid.
Yeah.
One that plays.
So not an Austin band.
Yeah.
I would like to join a band that plays cities.
That's a tough one. I
That
don't-
plays shows, not sets.
If that band exists, then yes, but it probably doesn't, so no.
All right. This one's for Adam.
Oh.
Okay. No, not. I wrote the question for you to Nate, not
okay.
a question for you.
Okay.
Oh.
What am I going to ask you?
No, you're not. Favorite producer? Remember, Adam's in the room. By the way, for people who don't know, Adam produces sometimes.
My favorite producer is Adam Oder, absolutely, because he can just, bring inspiration where there's none. And he can just think of ideas, and he's really easygoing. And
He puts up with gospel bass players
he laughs at my text messages.
who cost him an extra
yes.
3 hours. Who cost him extra 3 hours to edit songs.
If you just knew how to play gospel bass,
It's
You get that
blues. It's
You
overplayed
get that
blues.
call.
it's overplaying blues.
It's overplaying blues. That's what gospel bass is.
That was such a train wreck, Dave, that I had such a wonderful time because,
Hey, we had a great time.
yeah. I had a great time playing the wrong drum parts for a song that turned out, it started one way, then it turned out to be a different
To the
thing.
other.
And my drums sounded like the original idea we had, but I couldn't. It was
Play
great.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's okay.
It's gospel drums, man.
Are we done with endorsements? Does everyone, do you feel like people know how to get endorsements, how they happened, and how to get other ones?
Well, I do have one very short story that there's another level of endorsements, and that is this. We name drop. We played the Ryman Auditorium,
Never heard of it.
and then there's this company that represents a bunch of different small. Or not small, but they represent a bunch of different companies. And after sound check, they were like, "Hey, can you guys come in the green room real quick?" And I was like, "Oh God,
Did
what?"
you say cream? The cream room?
Yeah, no, green room.
Okay.
Whatever. So we go back there and they did a presentation. This company that represents all these brands did a presentation to the band saying, "Hey, these are all the companies we have. Here are all of our catalogs. If any of this stuff interests you guys, then let us know." And I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
Wow.
So, yeah.
Just pick something out of a book. It's like Christmas.
Oh yeah. I mean, obviously this isn't free stuff, but it's still, the
Yeah,
microphone
discounts and
brands,
stuff, yeah.
cables. Our fiddle player was looking at fiddles because fiddles were they violins?
I don't
Fiddle,
know.
I don't know what they were either. I was
don't
looking
know.
at microphone companies, in-ears, stuff like that. So that was really rare. That was kind of a rock star moment, but.
What's one piece of gear that you don't have that you would like to have an endorsement from? You don't have to say the brand.
I think it'd be really cool.
What do you have? You have drums, sticks.
Yeah, drumsticks, cymbals,
Cymbals.
heads, and then like this
Shoes?
Shoes.
You need drumming shoes. Do they make drum shoes?
They do, and I'm not going to ever use drum shoes. No, I think it'd be really cool to get on with the microphone company. I think that'd be really neat.
Like what kind of mics?
What do you mean?
Like what? Like is there a specific brand that works better for drums?
No, not really. They just
Like for live or studio?
studio.
Oh, you want your own
Yeah.
drum mic? Well, that you're gonna butt heads with the producer. Then the producer's like, "Hey, no, I got these are the mics."
No,
I
not
want.
to bring into a session, but like to use at home for myself.
Oh, for your home studio.
Yeah. It'd be neat to get mics. I mean, and obviously I'd probably have to start using them live too. But I think mics are awesome.
Adam, would you allow a drummer to do tracks at home with his own mics, or would you like UPS your mics to him? With
I let him use his own
with
mics.
with the PDF file of where to actually put
How
the
to
mic.
mic them and
Yeah.
where the gain should be.
This is the angle.
Hey, what's your address, bro? You're going to be getting a package
Yeah,
with a booklet.
yeah. You have
Set it
to
up
be
like
there.
a Lego book.
You have to sign for this. Just you. Okay.
Oh, Yeah, but I mean, I think a lot of people, I mean, maybe like the bigger, like celebrity type people, they get like clothing endorsements and all kinds of fun stuff. But I don't know if musicians really get those, or if they do.
we did. We had Justin boots.
No, I mean real clothes that you'd actually wear.
Oh no.
offense.
I was with the band. They had Cinch.
Cinch.
Dude.
Oh, I
Well,
remember that.
my current band has some clothing and various hat endorsements. Mm-hmm. They're like, "Hey, what size boot are you?" I go, "No."
You endorse
I'll take
Bad
some
Truth.
boots.
Yeah,
Yeah, you wear a
absolutely.
Bad Truth hat.
All the time. Yeah, mm-hmm. I'm endorsed by a podcast. All right.
Did you get a percentage off, or did you get that for free? I'm curious.
Well, see, Adam, I got it in 2017. Had I got my Bad Truth hat before 2010, it would have been free.
Yeah, it would've
but
been a
now
free
I got
hat.
a percentage off.
Exactly.
Yeah. Damn.
Representing the brand, he wanted to know how many followers I had.
Is that it's
How many
2010?
photos a month does he have to do with the hat? What's in the contract?
He did a video. You don't. Our very
I remember
first
the video. Yeah, but that was way
our Bad
back.
Truth 101 series.
That was like in summer of 2017, right?
Ew, that was so long ago.
we need another
You know,
video.
it's Christmas
On
Yeah.
what?
I don't know. Setting up mics.
I don't know. I don't set up my own mics.
Can you do a Bad Truth tutorial on how you're doing your editing?
My editing?
Your video. What are you using over there?
Final Cut Pro.
Final Cut
Whoa.
Pro. Man.
Pro.
What are you
Yeah.
looking at, Adam?
I'm
Are we
just
up-
making sure.
Are we
he's
over?
he's looking at Pro Tools.
Are we over?
Slow tools.
Where are we at?
50 minutes.
Oh,
51
let's
minutes.
get at it. Let's get out of
This
here.
has been way too long.
I've had a blast.
Lisa, do you want to say anything while you're here?
I'm good.
I guess she's good.
Exactly.
She's
Bam.
still pissed off about the Brandy. What's her name?
Yeah, Carlisle.
Well, you think she's pretty, Nate?
She
she's-
opened up.
She's not into guys, so
She opened up a couple of the when we recorded that Dixie Chicks live album. She was one of the.
That's an
opening
edit.
acts.
This is an edit right
Bam.
here. This is
Nope.
an edit.
Nope.
It's an edit.
no, she's awesome, isn't she?
Yeah, she was fantastic.
She did the old Bob Dylan cover. Hard Rain's Gonna Fall. Is that him? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Is this where we're going now?
Yeah.
All right. So good. I feel
People
like
we know.
I feel like I have
Thanks for listening to the Brandy Carlisle podcast.
yeah I have walked away.
Ding.
The slow walk, the slow, really cold, frosty walk away from endorsements before, where I just don't contact them ever again. And then the next thing you
don't
know,
contact
they
you.
see me on social media with the new girlfriend.
Yeah.
They're like, "What happened?
Wait, we broke up?
Is there a good way to do that? I mean, obviously that's the bad way to do it.
Is it?
I don't know.
If everyone you know is gone and they move to Asia, should I have to stay with them?
Actually, you know what?
I don't want to have to keep reintroducing myself. Oh, remember me, the guy that I've been working with for like 10 years now? Every time you call or ask for something.
You know what? I actually did walk away from an
here we go.
almost partial endorsement. I was with a drum company that was under the table.
A drunk company?
Drum company.
Drum company? Okay.
Yes.
It could be my hearing, not your
Edit.
enunciation.
No, and it was sort of unofficial under the table, and then I had to actually send them the email that said, "Hey, look, I'm going in a new direction, blah, blah, blah. Thank you so much, blah, 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 blah." It was, man, I was dreading that email. And then they actually wrote back, and they're super, super cool, super nice, blah, 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 still friends.
Not everyone can be as nice as you, Nate.
But they can try.
So what do you got coming up here with you? What's going on with you?
Well, I've got 2 more shows at Green Hall this weekend.
Okay,
which
this
will
be
be
out.
long
This
gone.
will be yeah.
Man, your shows at Green Hall were great.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, they
Thanks
were,
for getting us into both of them.
dude,
Thanks.
all 3 of them. Yeah, you guys were on the guest list because there's plenty of room always.
Always at Green Hall.
Always.
I
really
watch
cool
them
about
outside.
Dude, they covered up the chicken wire, whatever they call windows there. They covered it up, and there's big old signs that say no loitering. They did that for the George Strait show. Like, they don't even want people standing outside the building and watching.
Okay, so what else are you going to be?
Well, I've got this Alex Whedon show, this annual Alex Whedon show that
Oh
I'm
yeah,
playing.
who's on that?
Well, a bunch of really big stars. Let's see, we got David Fralin. We've got who's on bass? Is
David
it-
Fralin. What's he playing?
I think he's playing keys,
Okay.
shaker, background
Okay.
vocals.
All right,
Who's on bass?
I'm on bass.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Have you learned the songs yet?
No.
No,
Are you going to know the songs better than Alex?
Yeah.
definitely.
He will change them.
What?
There's a couple songs where he'll extend and not really. In the moment.
Just solos.
He kind of like church guy like changes the song while you're playing it.
Have you guys done a church guy podcast yet?
Yes. That was In Town versus Road versus Church.
Church.
Oh.
Speaking of, I actually, at some point after this podcast
So when is that
over,
show?
That's next, the 29th?
December 29th?
Is it? It's a Saturday at Do-Si-Do?
That's the 30th.
It's a Friday.
Is it Friday? Oh, you guys don't even know.
Man,
Fight.
you're going to
Gig
lose all
fight.
your endorsements if you get all this stuff wrong. They're going to be looking.
Lose all your endorsement.
They're going to look at your.
They really care about
They're going to look
my-
at your social media on the wrong day.
Yeah. They really care about this one show. It's on the 29th, Friday.
Friday 29th at where?
Do-Si-Do Big Barn in Conroe Woodlands, Texas.
I'll be there. I guess I'll see you then.
Are you driving there?
No information. Zero information.
Do you have a car?
Yeah.
Do you have GPS?
Yeah.
I'll see you there.
That's a terrible drive.
No, it's not. You can crash on my couch. It's red.
A red couch?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Really? Adam's sitting on a red couch.
I'm on a red couch right now. Is
Yeah.
it bigger than this?
No.
Good.
Yes, of course. Yeah, that's a love seat.
I'm over
Well, yeah.
6'1", so if I have to bend my knees, it'll hurt. Can't sleep that
Hey,
way.
question for you two. If I want to hire this rhythm section for a record that might possibly start tracking on a Sunday, do you guys have church gigs I have to worry about?
What Sunday?
It's in March.
Oh, yeah. It's fine.
No.
What Sunday? What Sunday church musician over here?
Gosh. No, I don't have any
Hey.
church gigs, but I'm,
Mysterious ways. God got to pay me to show up.
Thanks for coming to Bad Truth, Nate.
thanks for having me.
I'll see you at Do-Si-Do.
Season 3.
Hey, bring notes. Bring some paper.
Bring some notes. Do you need me to play bass?
You know what I'm scared about the most? Is where I'm going to put my charts and if I'm even going to be able to read them.
Know what I'm thinking about doing on this?
I need an eye doctor. I need an appointment, man.
I'm thinking about taping my 3-ring binder to the top of the bass drum. I always use like a music stand or something, but I'm like, you know what? I'm taping it on the top of the bass drum.
You just going to Justin Pollard the whole thing?
Yeah, just use gaff tape.
You still drum?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Still drums.
has a lot of drums.
The Pat Green band's over, dude. Now that Justin left, it's done.
What is
Come
it
on.
called now?
Now that you're gone and Justin's gone?
Brendan left first.
Yeah.
Three of the 4 horsemen are gone.
It was definitely an apocalypse.
You just lost your chance to produce Pat Green record now.
Been there.
Oh boy.
Been down that road a few times.
Can we end this? I don't even know where I'm at right now. The water's rising.
All right. Thanks for listening to season 3 of Bad Truth.
We're off to a flyer.
Yeah. All right, we're out of here. Say goodbye, Nate.
Goodbye.